Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day Fiance Couples Tell All. Oh, Lord Jesus. First of all, I'm very stressed out. I got a lot of stuff to do. But that's my fault. So I'm going to get it together. Um, I sh- would it be mean if I made a petition to get Sean Robinson off this Robinson off this show? Like, if I made a petition to get Sean Robinson off the show, would you sign it? And would it be mean if I made the petition? Because, girl, let me tell you something. I could never do something like this because I'm slick at the mouth sometimes, and I would. But anyway, please let me not hit my television that's on the floor because I'm waiting on my dresser. Anyway, I watched it. I watched it. I watched the 2 hours. At this moment, what was the last hour needed for? What? Tell me. Let me know. I wish. Can y'all like this video and share it so that someone at, and I'm serious, so that someone at TLC Sharp whatever can hear me? Why did it need to be 3 hours if there was nothing that you all discussed? Okay? If you're listening to me and you're from Sharp, you're from TLC, you're from whatever, fire Sean. Okay? I don't wanna take no check away from no black woman. Fire her. Like this video, please. Let this video go all the way up. All the way up. I need it to, okay? Because I'm sick. I'm sick. And I want y'all to be in the comments saying how sick you are of it too. If you're not sick, then say, oh no, no, camera, you're wrong. I'm not sick. Okay, say that in the comments too. But get this video to 90 million views so they can hear what the fuck I'm saying. Anyway, 90 million. What? Jasmine and Blake. It was boring. Uh um Jasmine says that she knows that Blake's friends are annoyed with her, but they should know that she comes first. Blake had on blue contacts. What are we doing? Huh? What are we doing? We see, I'm not gonna call her that. We see Rita and we see Everett. Yay. They're on the screen. They're talking about how Jasmine was and they just basically need her to be extroverted. I have never are all extroverted people not here because what why why do you want this woman to so badly be extroverted out partying clubbing when that's not what she wants to do? That's not what I like. Well, you should like it because LA is gonna spit you up and eat you out. Well, nigga, let it. Okay? Honestly, let it. Let it. If me not going out to clubs and to party and spending all my money on drinks and getting into the club and taking Ubers because you can't park down there, I spent $20. Well, it was all day parking, but it probably wasn't a good deal. But I spent $20 for all day parking. But we was downtown the whole day. I'm not doing that. They say that they figured it was jet lag at first, but now she hasn't tried to make an effort to be their friend, and maybe she feels like she's above them. You know what? Maybe. Okay? And I'm not saying nobody's better than anyone, but maybe you feel like she feels that she's above you, and maybe you feel like you're below her. Ever thought of that? Sorry, I'm just annoyed. Blake says it's a cultural thing, but his friends don't think so because his friends, I don't even care about Blake nor Jasmine. But the fact that Rita and Everett were on my first of all, the fact that I know their names is despicable to me. Okay? It's despicable. How how what in what world do I care about Everett and Rita and Jasmine and Blake? But in what world do I really care about Everett and Rita? I don't. Sean says, yo, so you gonna make more of an effort? She said, yeah, if we can do more daytime things. And then Blake says that, his friends are only one piece of his life. So even though, he loves them, they're not everything. That's cool. That's really cool. So that's it. That's the end of their story. We see, oh my gosh, let's get it out the way. Angela wants to know what happened with the visa. They were talking about sex. They said that they had sex 38 times in 2 weeks. Michael is putting in extra time, okay? If this was a job, he's getting paid double overtime. You're putting in so much work, double overtime. Do they have triple overtime? I'm not of that ilk to have even heard of triple overtime. So excuse me. I don't know if triple overtime exists, but if it does, Michael needs it. Okay? I'm calling Michael G. Michael G. Let's give him a last name. Michael G. Howard. And I don't want to erase his Nigerian heritage, but I don't really know Nigerian names and I don't want to say nothing just to say it. Michael G. Howard has been it's a real person named Michael G. Howard. Michael G. Howard has been putting in those triple overtime hours to get this visa. And to know that he was up for a promotion and he was denied his promotion is it's disheartening. To be quite honest, it's disheartening. He's put in so much work. He's been at this company for how long? About 2 years? He's been at this company for 2 years and he has not received the pay that he deserves. Another thing, when they oh my gosh, the lighting is horrible. None of this is making a difference. So the lighting is bad in this video. When they showed the clip of Michael crying in the car, who was rubbing his head? Now, I know it's a lot to ask for you to go back and try to find that scene. I know. But who was rubbing Michael's head? And did I say this in my review when it happened? Who was rubbing Michael's head? Because unless Michael has 3 arms and one that's over here to rub his head like this, then something's going on. Someone was rubbing his head. Now, it could have been his mama, his sister. I'm not sure. But someone was rubbing his head. Okay? While he was crying. Michael says that he thinks that the man who interviewed him thinks that their relationship is fake. She still thinks that Michael may have said something wrong because the interview was only 20 minutes. Then Angela offers advice to Mike. If I'm Mike, I've seen your relationship. I'm not going to take a granulate. Okay, that's not a word, but we going to go with it. A grain, okay, of advice from you, ever. Okay, excuse me. Sorry. Then we see Michael's friends. Look, just on principle alone, Michael got to go beat up that one friend. Okay, and even though he may be working the system. And, he may be just using her to get to America. Not even using her. But at this moment, he ain't. I seen him lick the side of her face on Reddit. Okay? They're together. Ugh. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to think about that. He gonna have to go beat that friend up. Because for that friend to dead ass look and say, hello, pumpkin. Hello, trashy. And of course, I'm the classiest, trashiest bitch you'll ever see. Cut them off the cut them off the screen, or me and Michael leaving. Come on, Michael. And then Michael got up. I said, what, is Michael gonna come through the screen and be in America? He got up like he was. I'm like, what are you? Robert says that he respects Michael for sticking up for his lady. Everyone says they're haters. Michael says that he's done with his friends and he's focused on Angela. Angela says that they're jealous of her. And when Tanya says, hey, you're going to give him, more chances because that is Michael's lifelong friends and you don't want to break up that relationship, she says she's done with giving chances and she may go to Nigeria maybe to get married. We saw them, I saw her in a wedding dress, so I'm not sure. They may have been in Nigeria. I seen a man in African garb or Nigerian garb, and I also seen a white lady. So I was very confused. I didn't know what was going on. Okay, so just I didn't know. Oh, Emily and Sasha. Emily is trying to help Sasha make friends. They played a tape of Sasha's ex-wife, and they all agree that his ex-wife is bitter. He denies meeting his second wife while he was married to his first wife, but he does not deny meeting his third wife, Emily, when he was married to his second wife. So maybe Emily, he has a pattern. So maybe he won't meet his fourth wife while he's with you, but he will meet his fifth wife while he's with the fourth one. And that's his pattern. And he gonna have 5 kids by 5 different women, because that's what he do. Knock them up. Why are you letting this man? Where is the protection? Where is the protection? Where is the birth control? Where is the condom? Where is the spermicide? Huh? Where is anything? Where's the plan B? Huh? Anyway, Sasha says that he knows that he made mistakes and he wasn't the perfect father to his oldest son, and maybe that's why his ex-wife feels the way that she does. I can't remember why he said that because it was 14 hours. Then we see Emily's sister. She says that Sasha does not care about her being healthy. He just cares about her being thin and confuses health with weight. And Emily says, but no, I really don't like what I look like in the mirror. And she wants to change because it's affecting her self-esteem and her relationship. And they were like, but you're beautiful. Girl, I don't give a damn. Okay? Look, I don't know why people do that. I understand that, you may think that I look beautiful and everything. But at the end of the day, it don't really matter what you think. And if Emily herself, not Sasha, if Emily is saying, I don't like the way that I look for myself, and the only person who has to deal with Emily and her body is her. So if she wants to change her body because she wants to, for her own reasons, not because of Sasha, then she should be able to. Sasha tells Betsy, when Betsy says that just because you're overweight doesn't mean that you're healthy or something along those lines, that her body will respond to what she eats or something like that. And I'm like, you no neck B, you better shut the hell up. Betsy thinks that Emily has changed. She doesn't think that Sasha respects the union of marriage, and we'll see the real person who Sasha really is once he gets a green card. Emily says, I'm so sick and tired of hearing this. When I was in Moscow and I was 9 months pregnant, he had every opportunity to leave me. He was working around beautiful women, Sasha, and rich. And he never left my side. Betsy just hopes that it's all for the best. Then when they go on their little break, this is all I'm talking about for a break. And after they did Michael and Juliana's scene, and they were all very what's the word? Like they were happy. I can't think of the word about how Sarah and Juliana are together. Then Sasha was like, "Oh, I hope that Emily and my ex-wives are able to do that." And she was like, "We're not able to do that, or we don't do that." And he was like, "Yeah, I said I hope. Can you hear me? Do you understand?" One thing you can tell about a man who is fucking trash, and I do mean fucking trash, okay, is how men, what's the word? How they, not even just men, how partners act out in front of other people. There was no way, there was no need for you to say, "Can you hear me? Do you understand me?" Girl, man, sir, I slapped the fuck out your ass. Okay, that's really all that it comes down to. But you got this whole girl. Anyway, moving on. That's it. That's the end of their story. I'm a little bit irritated today. Can you tell? Can you tell that I'm a little bit irritated today? Okay, moving on. We see Anna. Anna had pushed back from her wedding by her family. Her stepbrother didn't talk to her, her half brother, and her mother and Joey didn't attend the wedding. They show what Anna said at the bridal shower. Marcel isn't surprised by that because it's American culture. Anna is then convincing herself that Marcel can speak English when they ask him to speak English, and he said, "Yo, what's up? How you doing today?" And she was, "How are you?" And she was like, "Oh, well, when we get around people we know, he can like really talk." "Oh, can he?" Ma'am, just say you married somebody who has a language barrier and go. Okay? Okay? Just do that. Okay? Um Sean asks why Joey won't warm up to Marcel, and she says that she doesn't know because he doesn't tell her how he feels. Um she says that he is a little bit warming up, but Marcel has to prove himself. Um, Sean is like, "How did you feel about people saying that you were choosing your kids over Marcel?" And she was like, she wasn't picking Marcel over her kids. And once she started telling people that Marcel's family wouldn't know about the kids, and she realized how ridiculous that sounds, and she knew that Marcel would have to tell his family. Girl, you just found out that sounds ridiculous as hell. Anyway, um, Sean asks, "Why didn't you stand up to your parents?" And he says that he was alone and he couldn't communicate with anyone. But if he could do it again, he would have told them before he came. It doesn't make sense. What do you mean you were alone? You couldn't communicate with anyone? I could see having someone to confide in, but he was like, "I didn't have anybody to tell me what to do." Sir, you're 90 years old. You're not. You tell yourself what to do, and then you do it. Another secret is her needing a surrogate because she's not able to carry a child if they want to have a child, and it's illegal to have a surrogate in Turkey. Damn. What? I ain't gonna say nothing. But it's illegal. Um Marcel says that he doesn't care what his parents think anymore, and then as they're leaving, and the show is over, Anna says that Marcel made him look dumb. Not on the show, not on the reunion, but on the show. Yes, he did. But guess who also made you look dumb? You. Okay? The man told you he didn't want to be with you. He literally said that. He didn't even love you enough to go against his family. But y'all gonna have love forever and be married forever. I don't know about that one, bro. Robert and Annie aren't having too many problems, but Annie is still waiting for the promises that he made her. Okay. Robert says that he signed the new lease because he didn't know when she would get there, and the school is right across the street. And Annie was like, "That's just more excuses. You didn't have to get a place in that neighborhood that we saw that apartment in. You could have got a place in the neighborhood that your son goes to school, and it's 2-bedroom apartments around there. You can't convince me that there are no 2-bedroom apartments around here." So then Robert gonna say he took her to the Goodwill to test her. to find out if she was a gold digger or not. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But maybe I'm not supposed to get it. Okay, maybe I'm a woman, so I don't need to understand a man. Okay, I just don't. I could rack my brain and put my brain in the puzzle pieces, and those puzzles where the wood block puzzles where you trying to get something out and you got to move it like this and stuff. You could do that all day and you still wouldn't figure a nigga out. So to be quite honest, you were trying to test her. Okay. Annie says, if I was a gold digger, I wouldn't have married Robert because he ain't got no damn money. He says, I do have money. She said, where is it? In my bank account. Okay, sure, Jan. He says that, bro, you could pick up another job. I hope you working for Uber and Lyft and doing Uber Eats. He said that he paying for rent, 2 car notes, his kids, and Bryson's school. Then they get on the topic of the pictures. Robert says that he was going to erase the pictures with, he said that he was going to erase the pictures with him and his ex, but he never said that in the show. He said, if you go snooping and looking for something, you gonna find it. Man, ugh, eek, yuck. You're 90 years old. You and Marcel are the same age, and y'all both are different end of the spectrum on trash, but still trash. Anyway, I don't care. Just let you know right there. If one of these people who are on this show happen to stumble across this, let me tell you something. I don't care. We see Bryson's grandparents. They are on the screen. Sean asks Annie how does she feel about Stephanie asking her about birth control. Annie gonna say she hated it because she can't carry kids. She can't have kids. I know you didn't put Annie in a situation like that because if I was Annie, I would have started swinging. Okay, I would have started to swing. I know damn well you didn't ask this woman what kind of birth control she's using, and she can't even have children. This is the reason why people should, number one, shut the fuck up. Number two, don't assume. And number three, live your life. So live your life. Oh, I can't remember the rest of the song. Live your own life. Because if Annie is sitting up here talking about she can't have kids, you motherfucker. Okay? You know Annie. It goes Pedro. It goes Pedro, yes. Ever since Pedro kicked that stuff off the table, that has been my nigga. Pedro, Larissa, who is against the queen, will die. Okay? And Annie. And then Sinjin. Okay? These are my people. Okay? And I was ready to find Stephanie and beat her ass. Because how dare you insult Annie like that, okay? Stephanie and Ben say that if they have children, then that's going to take away from Bryson. Robert says, what the fuck is up? Bryson, Robert said, if I have another child and he in a loving household, how is that going to take away from him? Annie says, you act like you care about Bryson, but you don't, boo-boo. They haven't seen Bryson in a good minute. Robert says that you threatened me and sent nasty texts, and I'm not going to take Bryson over your house because of it. And this is what I put in my thing. What is Sean good for if she doesn't ask the questions? What were the texts, Robert? That's all you had to say. Because he says it goes deeper. And Robert looked like he'll talk. Okay? Robert looked like he'll say a couple words. And I wanted to hear what he had to say. But guess what? You took that opportunity of hearing what that man had to say away from me because you don't know how to conduct this show. Okay? And I just can't. Okay? I just can't. Robert said that he was homeless. He had an apartment fire, and his family in Atlanta had to go take Bryson And Stephanie Norbian didn't open up their home to let her grandson, not even Robert, fuck Robert. Robert went and slept on people's couches, but to even open up your home for your own grandson, ma'am. And that was the end of it because I don't know anything more because guess what? Because Sean didn't ask the questions. And I would have loved to have known, well, like, is she trash just like her daughter? Where is her daughter? I mean, I know he did a Q&A, but it's like, if somebody asks you what's your favorite color and you say why you need to know, then don't do a Q&A. Okay? Just don't. We see Juliana. Juliana is very nervous to talk about Michael's divorce. Juliana is like, she's on my list, but she's lower on my list. Okay. If I went through all of the people that I met, that we had the pleasure of meeting on 90 Day Fiance, Juliana is on my list, but she's not like top. Like she would have to be a few notches down from Sinjin. Cause Sinjin sometimes is okay, you know. I should really put together my list of favorite people from 90 Day Fiance. And I guarantee, in the words of Charles Barkley, that there would be no American. Well, Chantel, you bitch ass slut ass whore. I would never forget that. Okay. There will be no American other than Miss Chantel on my list. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see any American being on my list because we're trash. Come at me for that too. I've been in America 24 years, okay? So come at me. We're not trash. Oh, what are we? We ain't recyclable. Juliana says that she doesn't show her life, and her family doesn't talk or text her and they say horrible things, and she keeps helping her family and she sends back money every month and she built this house, but it never feels like it's enough. And she feels like she can't say no because once she says no, then it's gonna be a problem. So Sarah comes out. Sean asks why did they get divorced. He says he was partying and he didn't feel free. Sarah looked over like, oh, you didn't feel free? Well, you felt pretty free to me. I let you do whatever you wanted. You know, you want to go out and party, you want to shake your little booty, I let you do all that, okay? She says that Sean asks, was there infidelity? Michael says, I may have emotionally cheated. And Juliana is like, yeah, I really don't ask these questions, and because he don't like to talk about it. And she says, I usually just talk to Sarah about it. Juliana says that Sarah's her best friend. Then Max and Cece come out. Max shakes the people's hands leading up to where his mother is sitting. Bro, they asked, and Max and Cece. Max and Cece are the Americans that I like. They asked Max and Cece what would be something that these couples should do before getting married. Max said, well, they should learn each other's culture or be versed in people's culture before getting married to someone of that culture. And maybe they should learn some of their language. And she turned to Anna. He was like, I'm sorry. And she was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. She felt some type of way about that. But girl, did nobody tell you to get married through Translator app? Okay? I love these kids. I love these kids. Okay? These kids get down to the nitty gritty. Okay? Max, I don't know how old Max is, but Max said, let me tell you something. You fucking up. Okay? And then what else? What else can you say? What else can you say? Now, I disagree with Max when he said Tanya and Sinjin was his favorite. And I definitely disagree with Cece when she said Mike and Natalie are her favorite, because you would have asked me, who your favorite on this show? Annie. Robert and Annie? No, just Annie. I can't answer that. Who's my favorite couple on this lackluster season of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days? Where's 90 Day the other way? Because that's what's really hidden. Anyway, I wonder is Jenny and Submit going to be back? Or are they done? That's something to look into. So we see Tanya and oh, you know I'm gonna say Mike and Natalie for last, like they did us, and then acted like it was a big old thing. We see Tanya and Sinjin. Tanya wants Sinjin to work, but he doesn't want to work a job that he doesn't like. They asked Tanya why in the hell did she leave for 30 days. She said that she had put the trip off for 2 years and she couldn't put it off anymore. Robert says it's 90 days, not 60 days. And she says, well, we knew each other for 9 months, not just for a day. And he like, oh, you judging me? And she says, no. Look, let me tell you something, Tanya. You ain't big and bad enough for me, because I would have said, yes, I am definitely judging you. Yes. I'm also judging you by how you told Annie you didn't have 5 kids till 15 days before the interview. Yes. I'm judging you as well. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. I know I'm throwing stones in a glass house, but guess what? I'm throwing them. Look at me. I'm throwing my stones. Yes. Sinjin says that the month was difficult because he didn't know anyone. Tiny says that he's a grown adult, and when she came to South Africa, he didn't accommodate her. He says, yes, I did. Then they asked Sinjin to do his opera singing. Roar, roar, roar. Look, Sinjin, I love you, nigga. But let me tell you something. I'm going to have to tell. It's a no for me, though. Okay? It's a no from me. Okay? Maybe go ahead and hit up them firefighter classes, or them woodwork classes, or shit, do some fireworks, start sticking fire in your mouth and blowing it out. That's really cool. But that, it's a no. Tanya says, the thing about him wanting to do all of these unconventional jobs is that, I like got him, or like tried to get him a singing lessons, or I tried to get him woodworking class, and Sinjin's like, yeah, I'm a procrastinator, but he knows the world will take him wherever he needs to go. She says that she knows that she won't be the breadwinner forever, but he needs to work a job and he won't. Tanya says that she's been supporting them since February 2018, which is a whole year. Oh, well, they filmed it, because I was about to say it. And he was supposed to volunteer, but he promises a lot and he doesn't do them. So on TV, it looks like she's taking his spirit away. Then they talk about kids, and he says that he doesn't know if he wants a kid, because what if he wants to quit a job? And Sean says, she asks Tanya that if he didn't want kids 5 years down the line, would you leave? And she doesn't respond. And maybe she should have stayed that month to work on these issues. They bring up the soulmates thing, and she says if she doesn't look at it as a forever thing. Sinjin says that it was weird, and it's something that gets him sometimes. Tanya is crying, saying that we still have love and he understands me. Sasha says regardless, of if he understands you or not, that you shouldn't say that because that hurts him, blah, blah, blah. And then Sean says, Mike, are you and Natalie soulmates? And Mike says he feels like he met her in a past life. And she says, I don't know, nigga. She wants Michael to take the lead on the relationship. And then as they're all leaving, Tanya still doesn't know if Sinjin is her soulmate. So last but not least, because I've been doing this for 40 minutes, Michael and Natalie. So Michael and Natalie, they're working on their differences. Sean asks Michael how he felt when her friends compared him to her ex-husband. He said it made him feel like he just needed to prove her wrong. She just wants to know that he can take care of her, and he says that he can right now. Michael says that he didn't want kids, because he wasn't in a good financial situation, and he wanted to be there for the pregnancy. She says that he knows that she wants to have babies, and he says, well, if she was here right now, she probably would be pregnant right now, and that makes her feel happy. Sean asks Michael their status, and he says he doesn't know. She says that she doesn't know, and she can't speak for both of them, but she's not out. It's just on hold. Then they asked Michael, or she asked Michael about the aliens. He says, aliens are just a higher power. It's really not that difficult to like really think. I understand that I was making jokes about it in the beginning, but it's really not that difficult thing to see. He thinks that the aliens are the higher power, so instead of God, they're aliens. I think aliens are demons. But anyway, we're not going to get into that because I watched the movie The Fourth Kind and I was like, it wasn't, they said it was true story. It's not a true story. I mean, I don't know. It might be. Allegedly. Who knows? But let me say this, the aliens are the demons. So I think that's where you got to mix up, Mike. Okay? She says that she feels like she doesn't trust people who doesn't believe in God. And Michael says that even though I believe in aliens, that doesn't make me a bad person. Sasha is the only person who says that Natalie is pushing him, and that doesn't work. Emily Natalie is pushing him, and that doesn't work. Emily says, is this a Russian Orthodox church? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, that's really hard. That's a lot to learn. So I can understand where you coming from. She says that she doesn't know if she loves him. She's very cautious. She doesn't want to go through another divorce. She has feelings for Mike, but she loves herself more. And she says that something happened to push her away. And Robert says that the man deserves to know if you love him. And she says she can't say it right now because it's not something that she can just say just because he wants to hear it. And she doesn't know if she would come to America, if they would, still be together, or if they get a divorce and she has to fly back. She says if someone loves you, they wouldn't betray you. And then we get into the meat and potatoes. Ooh. So basically, Mike has spent the night with his best friend, who is a lady who was getting married, and he was going to be her best man. But he had told Natalie that the husband was going to be there, but then the husband was not there, and she was mad, I guess, because he lied to her. But then if Sean would have pushed the issue, then we could understand, because she said, but then the best friend sent her an email saying he won't marry you, blah blah blah. And I don't know, she could have said he won't marry you if you acted crazy. He won't marry you because I got his heart. He won't marry you. I don't know. You know why? Because Sean said, well, I wish you guys the best. Girl, I'm not. Can you wish him the best after you get the information or no? No? Okay. Well, then. And that was it. It was so anticlimactic. What? Anticlimactic, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I decided to give you the same energy. No, I gave you more energy. But I decided to give you the same bull crap that they gave me with that anticlimactic ass storyline at the end, and they supposed to be back, so I guess it's a cliffhanger. But Natalie said, I will not say any more. Girl, somebody say some goddamn more. Okay, but anyway, I'm done. I've been doing this for 44 minutes. Gotta edit this video. Gotta do my schoolwork. Gotta wash the clothes. Gotta put my dresser together when it comes. Gotta do everything up under the sun. Yay, by myself. So anyway, if y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye. I'm really getting good at that. It's really fast. Bye.